It's Shay Seeking from American Aborigines Unchained here on YouTube and Facebook. And we're still going to go ahead and continue on part two of the whole scrolling through some of the things that have been going on throughout some of the riots in the past couple of months. And we're just seeing if we can find correlations to see if there's, things are starting to look scripted, or if these things are being put on, or is this, we're just trying to figure out. We're asking questions. That's all we're doing. Okay. So again, we're going to keep on looking here because I only probably have about 15 minutes before I have to get up and leave again. So it says that, okay, we did the one when somebody was shot outside the bar. Did we do this one? No, I don't think so. So it says in Indianapolis, 2 people were fatally shot in the vicinity of protest or riots. So there is still, saying there's 2 different things of protests or riots. Okay. And it says one of them was 18-year-old Dorian, killed at 2:30 on June 1st, and a 29-year-old man turned himself into the police, maintaining morale, okay, had pushed him down and was subsequently charged with murder on June 2nd. So, I'm just wondering what happened. What was the difference between this and the person that was supposedly a working for the police or Blue Lives Matter? Okay. So again, what's the difference between these people here? Okay, Dorian and Morel sound like some kind of ethnic-ish names to me, but again, I would have to look further into it, but I'm not really, because we're just looking at this for this to see the correlations. So again, he went to jail after he said that somebody pushed him down, and then I guess he shot him, maybe. Okay. The other was 38-year-old Chris, a local business owner, okay, who was shot shortly before midnight. Okay, so this person was a bar owner that was shot. Again, or a local business owner. Could a business be something like some type of uh, Blue Lives Matter, or what I'm saying, something like that? I'm just wondering if this could be what it could be. And it just seems like, of course, well, I guess you can say that local business owners are getting involved in a sense, but it's just, I don't know. To me, stuff just stands out to me different. Okay. So in Kansas City, Missouri, 50-year-old Marvin was shot and killed by robbers while picking up one of his sons from a protest. So, okay, he's picking up his son from, I'm not laughing at the situation if it really happened. I'm just saying he's picking up his son from, like, it's like kind of like me picking up my daughter from work, but you're picking up your son from a protest. And somebody was robbing him. Okay. So that's just kind of a random thing with everybody tearing up things and stores being open to take your time to go out and rob someone. I'm pretty sure this probably happens. But again, if it's happening at these rates, why don't we hear about those things too when it comes to the media and the information that they share? I would think that even if people were sick in the head, this would be a time for them to go out there, or people that wanted to defile another person. I would think that there would be more rape, or just people that just got beat up, that we're talking about really badly, things like this. But whatever. In Chicago, a 32-year-old John was fatally struck in the abdomen by shots fired inside a Metro T-Mobile. Okay. All right. Ouch. While walking into the building to pay his bill during the looting. See, and this is the kind of things what I'm talking about. Like, you couldn't pay your bill the next day. This was the very last day you could pay it. You couldn't pay it on the phone or nothing. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying any other day probably, but the day that the riots is going on, in the thick of it, it just really kind of, you're just gonna go through a crowd of people that's acting like maniacs outside of a building where it's that crazy and chaotic outside to risk your life to pay your bill. Is the shit even still open? You know what I'm saying? I wonder what time of day this was. Okay, because they told us the time of day for the other one, but I wonder what time of day this was, right? Okay. So in Riverside, Illinois, 22-year-old, whoever, whatever that name is, from Chicago was fatally shot. Okay. And again, there's just like one. It's like how many, like a one to two, maybe three people in these incidents throughout the whole thing on the same day, possibly at the same time. Nobody else. You see what I'm saying? Later on that day or through the week. You know what I'm saying? That's just okay. During the looting of a mall. Okay. So, and then again, who goes to a riot anyway? Again, the people that normally are marching or rioting, I mean, marching or whatever. Well, I guess some people do go to a riot and say, I'm about to go steal some stuff. And I guess they will take their gun because they can have the right to carry. So, I guess with the, whatever the carrying laws are, I guess they could. But again, you're there to loot or steal, and then you're going to shoot somebody? I mean, I would, but again, it does happen. So you don't think people going to a nightclub to get shot, and they do. Okay, authorities stated that okay, let's see. In Louisville or Louisville, uh, David, okay, was killed as a wait a minute local restaurateur. David Mc whoever his name is was killed as a Louisville Metro Police excuse me, and Kentucky National Guard curfew patrol fired. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this was killed as a Louisville Metro Police and Kentucky National Guard curfew patrol. I guess he worked for both. I don't know. Uh, fired at him. Okay. Let's see. Gunshot occurred after appeared to be a pepper ball excuse me, into a pepper ball into the restaurant. Goodness. Sorry. Um, nearly striking his niece in the head. We needed to know all that. According to this person's sister, the gathering was not a protest, but rather a regularly scheduled social gathering. Oh, was at the that place served food from his barbecue restaurant. Okay, and I do find it funny too how these people, it's in the they already sent out the thing for the curfew, but these people have tables out with food that has been delivered in big, in the big aluminum pans, like it's been catered and it's just placed out there. And then they march and they come back for more food, and it just seemed like a party to me almost. I mean, I guess this can happen, but again, that would mean that there's more of these people that are coming outside that know how to put all this shit together than just the people in that area, because you see what's going on last night now since all of those people have fled the scene. And then now the police are actually getting physical with a couple of people that are left out there that were really probably fighting for some kind of justice or thought they were today. It seems like they weren't arresting anybody or doing anything to anyone when these people were burning down the town. Remember, 15 people were supposedly arrested when things were really bad. And then last night, when things are not that bad, there's 35 or more people that were arrested. So it just kind of make you wonder. Okay. An investigation on the killing is going ongoing. Okay. Involved in the shooting did not wear or fail to activate body cameras. So again, in the same situation like the guy that got shot in Kenosha, supposedly, they were not wearing their active body cams. I don't know what the laws are in that area. Let's see. The mayor admitted that the city had shown an inability to apply curfew evenly. Why? Because the protesters do not have to comply to the um, text that they sent out. They just want the regular civilians or citizens to comply to it so that they're not paying too much attention to what the fuck is going on. Okay. So anyhow, in Iowa, Two people were fatally shot on a night with significant rioting. Uh, we don't really need to know what the names is. Killed in an apparent random shooting. She was leaving a demon station. Another person, Marquise, was found dead at the scene of an ambush on an unmarked police truck that left a police officer wounded. Okay. So in Cicero, Illinois, two men were fatally shot in separate incidents. Okay. Following an afternoon of unrest. Okay. So not rioting, not protesting, not, what is it? Terrorists, not the domestic terrorists or whatever. Okay. It was confirmed by Cicero police that Ray said that the shots were fired by outside agitators. What's that? Outside agitator is a term that has been used to discount political unrest as being driven by outsiders. Uh, mhm. Rather than by internal discontent. The term was popularized during the early stages of the civil rights movement. That long ago, huh? When Southern authorities discounted African. Okay, you could read that on your own. But anyways, they've been doing this. I was going to tell y'all they've been doing this. I found stuff that said that they've been doing this even before that. Yeah, probably around the civil rights and even before. They've been using other, and it said that they use other Negroes or outside Negroes even to incite the people in that local town in order to get a rise out of them to do certain things. Again, that's just what I'm saying. Okay, the two men were both described as bystanders. Okay, in Las Vegas, police shot and killed George. Okay, who was walking amongst protesters and reportedly reached for his firearm when he was shot. Okay, which maybe that's what he probably, reflex. I don't know. Okay. In Philadelphia, a man was fatally shot by the owner of a gun shop. Okay. And again, when you're at work and you work for a company and somebody comes in to uh, do a robbery, they tell you just to give them what the fuck they want and get on. But I could crawl out of my bed during a curfew, come to my business that's probably insured, even though they won't get it all back. Your life is at stake here. Okay. So you have to leave your house and come down there with a gun and say, I'm about to shoot these people. The police ain't even doing nothing at this time, but regular people are able to, you know, use that authority. And then the kind of weapon that they're using is very skeptical. It's just not just a little handgun or something, this, you know what I'm saying? So while trying to break into the store. Okay. And again, I guess you have the right to protect yourself. But again, I don't know law like that, what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm saying that I, as a person, couldn't find myself, even if it is my livelihood, to kill another person because of a piece of property. Property, person. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't bring myself to. Now you heard you talk shit about my family or my home. We got a problem. Even if I'm coming from the store or some shit and some shit going down up over here, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But at my business, that's another thing. So, um, yeah. Okay, so that's this. We're just seeing how many and what some of the correlations are. Okay. Said he was in deep trouble. And he had not condoned whatever. Okay, Philadelphia during the fourth day of unrest. Again, I'm telling you, I already talked about this before I even found this on my Facebook page, and I told you guys what it seems like the timeline might be. Okay, and again, after a couple days, right? That's when it seems like the shooting usually starts. Okay, it's usually not on the first day, possibly second. You know what I'm saying? More than likely third. Okay. All right, so an ATM or whatever, some explosives. Again, 77-year-old retired police captain David was shot and killed by looters at a pawn shop. Again, pawn shop, all this shit. Okay. The shooting was streamed on Facebook Live. Again, we didn't see that one. I didn't see it. Maybe you did. Okay. So again, 22-year-old man was shot and killed by police while on his knees. Again, I don't know why we needed to know that part, but we know now that he was on his knees. These are the things I'm trying to show you that they used in order to incite you even more, to draw you in even more. Oh, he was on his, oh, he was with his kid. So there's key shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they put the whole video out. By the time everybody is all riled up, they break the videos down and just give you little tiny clips, the clips that's going to piss you off the most, like that. Okay. He lifted his hands, okay, which revealed a 15-inch hammer tucked in his pocket. Okay. So again, we're seeing some things here. Okay. So the day after his death, the police revealed that there had been an officer involved in the shooting. Again, just funny how this is happening. Was it an officer, or was it someone that was an inspiring officer, or was it somebody that was an officer that was in civilian clothing? Um, or was it Blue Lives Matter? Because again, nobody's making noise about Blue Lives Matter after this boy that was a part of the group. And in other places, they're saying aspiring cops killed people. And they were the only people from here, this list, that are killing people. It's not even saying that regular people is doing it. It's usually a shop owner or something like this. You know what I'm saying? So, again, okay. Or struck by a vehicle. Okay. All right. All right. Which again, in some states, it's okay. It's legal for you to run people over that are protesting. You will not get in trouble if you do this. So be aware of that. Okay. Some states, they're able to shoot people that are rioting or doing something on a massive scale. You don't have to think it's a massive scale. They have to think it's a massive scale, and they can shoot your ass down in the crowd. Just so you know. Incident was caught on video and distributed widely on social media. Same thing. Same thing. Okay. They know where to put shit and how to put it when they put it to get the people they need to put it there for to act the way they want them to act. It's just the bottom line. Critical condition, 3 days before dying. Okay. 19-year-old man was killed by another person, was hospitalized. And again, these are talking about the dates in different cities. Why is it not 20 people that was good? You know what I'm saying? Whatever's going on is usually 1, 2, or 3. Another person was injured. One suspect was arrested. Okay. 16-year-old boy was killed and a 14-year-old boy was critically injured. Okay. 24-year-old died after being hit by a vehicle. Again, that's another one. Okay. 8-year-old was fatally shot by a yet unknown suspect. Oh, really? Oh, this person was unknown. So everybody else, they could say it was a person in the crowd or this owner or that, da, 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 da. But in Atlanta on the 4th of July, we have the youngest person that we see here at 8 years old. Okay. And ain't this the person that they was putting all over the damn news? This name looked familiar to me. This name is looking familiar to me. But I don't pay too much attention to the shit because I know what it is. But sometimes I do. When I see people just all in a fret, all I'm doing is trying to bring a little bit of peace to let you know that if you are very vigilant and you know what the fuck is going on, you could probably, not have to deal with any of this. Okay. Was fatally shot by a yet unknown suspect when the driver of an SUV in which she was a passenger tried to get past what police say was a makeshift. Yeah, this is something that I heard about lately. Something about a makeshift roadblock. Okay. Near the site where Rayshard Brooks, okay, was killed. Okay. Turned himself in after his photo was released as the person of interest, and Connolly said he was armed but did not use his weapon when he witnessed the SUV hit one of the men at the roadblock, who then fired at the vehicle. Okay, whatever that means. This person was killed. Okay, after she and her fiance and 2 other friends got into an argument with another group of people regarding Black Lives Matter movement. Okay, heated argument, the N word. Oh, we needed to know that. Okay, because see, okay, first people, I mean, they just say, oh, white supremacy, see? So, okay. Again, Austin, whatever, Black Lives Matter. Mm, Same thing. Foster was carrying an AK-47 style rifle. They what when we're talking about what gun they're carrying, they're telling you, and it's the same one that was in Georgia, same one was in Kenosha, same one was in this state and that state. So I'm just wondering, you know what I'm saying? You just have to start fucking wondering. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, okay? Foster was then taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Okay, the driver accused of shooting Foster was brought in by the police and questioned, and his handgun and car were secured for evidence. Why the fuck would they take the handgun if it's saying, unless this is a different thing? Witness on the ground, da, 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 the suspect pulled out the firearm, whatever. Yeah, this is talking about the same thing. So why would they take his handgun if he used this kind of gun? If he was carrying this kind of gun? And they made sure to mention that. Okay. The driver was released pending further investigation. Again, what does that mean? Was it on bail? Was he just, did you just let him go? Because you found out that he was one of the ones that worked for this type of thing? Corporation or what? Just don't know. 2 memorials and funerals, da 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 da. Okay, so after the shooting, Jake, da 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 da. Okay, so yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rittenhouse. hmm. All right. So anyhow, now you guys see uh what has been going on in different places. I think that that might be what is this, May 30th or whatever, broken window. Okay, so this is just like some more little stuff that is telling you about the places and what was going on within those days. If you guys want to, criminal activity. Okay, so that is not really talking about all the criminal activity. So again, you guys can go through here and see, the rest of the list on your own time. I have to go. I will show you the link really quick up here so you can know where to go. And this is from Wikipedia. Okay, the violence and controversies during the George Floyd protest. But again, this is not the George Floyd protest now, but I guess they're just adding on to this list, even though every protest has been named the George Floyd protest, even if it's angry moms about going back to school, even if it's angry people that's upset because they don't have jobs, or if it has to do with the, what, Iris, okay, these things, okay, that people are in unrest about many things, okay, many things, but they're going to take your pain and suffering and use it, okay, at this particular time, okay, like they always do. So again, I want to thank you guys for listening. Take care. I hope this was helping you guys see kind of like what we should be looking for. We should be looking for to see what where this is really going or what they're really trying to do. I hope this is helping heal people. Again, I didn't mention much, but I'm just saying. Okay, it helps to even know how to look for certain things sometimes. Okay, we'll probably go into it and see when the National Guard, or if the National Guard, or if Trump tweeted about it or anything like this within those days, to see if this is something that's going on and if it is something that is, what I'm going to say. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and take care. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Go ahead and please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the content at all, even if you didn't finish the whole thing, because again, there's some funny shit going on with the channel, and it just really helps, try to boost it out there a little bit more. So again, don't forget to join us in the Facebook group American Aborigines Unchained, which I'm going to go ahead and start another group because they won't let me open this group up to be public. Okay, because I started it off as private. So I'm going to go ahead and do a part 2 group, so that people can actually just come in. Whoever wants to come in can come in. But the other one is still going to continue to be vetted, you know, um, by admin before people can be brought in to see what they own. So, all right. Talk to you later.